Hello everyone, welcome in Learn CHE. In this video, we are going to discuss about the laws of ideal gas mixture. Okay, so in this video, what you are going to learn? You are going to learn about the pure component pressure, that is also known as the partial pressure. What is partial pressure? What is the actual meaning of the partial pressure? We will discuss in this video. What is pure component volume or partial volume? Okay, when we will discuss about it. After that, we will discuss about the what is Dalton's law and what is the Amagat's law, and we will also discuss that why these two laws are important as a chemical engineer or those who are working in a industry. Okay, so let's start the video. If you are new in my channel, so you can subscribe Learn CHE and you can also press the bell icons to get the latest notification. So let's start the video. So here is the first topic is pure component pressure. What is the pure component pressure or the partial pressure? Okay, you have heard this term, that is partial pressure, that is also known as the pure component pressure. Okay, so let's see the definition of the pure component pressure or the partial pressure. So it can be defined as the partial pressure of a component that is present in the gas mixture. Okay, so this is my gas mixture. Okay, this is my gas mixture where I have four components, that is A, B, C and D. So let's see the definition again. It can be defined as the partial pressure of the component that is, means we are, here is the, this word is important, that is important. Why? Because we are talking about the with respect to individual or any particular component. Let's suppose it may be A, B, C or D. Okay, is present in a gas mixture is the pressure that would be exerted by that component. Means we are talking about that particular component, okay, which exert that pressure. Okay, and if it were present alone in the same volume and temperature, means the volume and the temperature is, you can say, the constant for as of the mixture, means for that mixture. Let's make it more simple. If we are talking about the partial pressure, so let's suppose you have a gas mixture and in that gas mixture you have four components, like one, that is A, B, C and D. Whenever you will discuss about the partial pressure, whenever this term partial will become, it means that we are talking about the individual component. Got it my point? That's why that is important. That's why that is important. Got it my point? So how we will write? We will write like that: small p A, p B, p C, p D. This is a partial pressure of D component. This is the partial pressure of C, this is the partial pressure of B, this is the partial pressure of A. Same we can write like that: partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure of nitrogen, partial pressure of any other component. Got it my point? So this is the partial pressure. I hope you got my point, what I want to say with respect to partial pressure. Okay, so now let's discuss that what is pure component volume or partial volume. So pure component volume, it is also known as the partial volume. Okay, so pure component volume of a component, let's see the definition of a component in a gas mixture. Okay, same we have the gas mixture, okay, where we have the four component, that is A, B, C, D, and we are talking about the individual component. Okay, it may be A, it may be B, it may be C or it may be D. Okay, so a pure component volume of a component in a gas mixture is the volume that would be occupied by that component. That word is very important. Okay, that individual component gas, if it is present alone at the same pressure, means here the pressure is constant and the temperature as of the mixture. Okay, this word is very important. Okay, I hope you got my point. Now in case of partial volume, how will I write? I'll write VA, VB, VC, VD. Okay, that's how I write the partial volume. Got it my point? So why these two terms are important? So whenever we have to study any particular system, so for that system, and we are handling the gas mixture, and in that gas mixture we have to study any particular component. So let's suppose we have to discuss like here is the hydrogen and the nitrogen, let's suppose. So we have, if we have to discuss these both, okay, in that system we are dealing with these hydrogen and nitrogen, and now I have to only study that hydrogen. So I can express the partial volume with respect to hydrogen, with respect to nitrogen. I can express my partial volume with respect to hydrogen, with respect to nitrogen. So that's why these both terms are important. Okay, and when you will understood these both terms, and after that when we will discuss about the Dalton's law and Amagat's law, you will be easily understand that what that laws want to say. Okay, so here is our first law, that is Dalton's law. Okay, these are the fundamental, okay, these are the fundamental of the chemistry, these are the fundamentals of the petroleum engineering, chemical engineering, process engineering, instrumentation engineering. These are the very, very important, and it must be known. Okay, so what is the Dalton's law? Total pressure is exerted by the gas mixture. Here we are discussing about the total pressure, okay, is exerted by the gas mixture in definite volume, means the volume is constant, you can assume that, is equal to the sum of the partial pressure. Okay, what is it means? It means that the total pressure will be equal to the sum of the partial pressure. I hope you are getting my point, what I want to say. That's why we discussed first about the pure component pressure and pure component volume, or we can say we discussed about the partial pressure and partial volume. I hope my message is clear to you. Okay, what is the Dalton's law? The total pressure is equal to the sum of the partial pressure. Okay, same with the Amagat's law. What is the Amagat's law? Amagat's law states that total volume occupied by a gas mixture is equal to the sum of the gas mixture of a pure component volume. Means if you will sum the partial volume, then it will be equal to the total volume of that system. That's why this Amagat's law we studied. Okay, and here is one thing that is very important. Suppose you know the total volume, or we can say the total pressure. Okay, and you also know about the A, B and C's component pressure, or the partial pressure and partial volume. So you can find out the individual, means you can find out the partial pressure of the D or the partial volume of the D, and after that you can find out the any, like if there is any unknown quantity. Got it my point? So we will also see the applications of these laws, how we use these law in the problems as well as in the industry, okay, in our upcoming videos. So if you like this video, you can subscribe our Learn CHE YouTube channel for our upcoming videos. So that's all for the today's video. If you have any doubt, you can let me in the comments box. I'll give you the reply as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you soon.